Right guys, so welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing amazingly well. Today we are going to be doing a review on the EGO 19-inch or 47 centimeter self-propelled lawnmower. Now I've had a few messages about how I've been getting on with this mower. I've had it about a month now. I've had some good use out of it now, and yeah, I thought I'd give you a full sort of review on it, my thoughts. I'll start off by saying I absolutely love this mower. I think it is really, really good. There aren't many downsides to it. There are things that are a bit niggly and that sort of get on my nerves a little bit, but overall, I think this mower is fantastic. And I must admit, for the money you pay, compared to the competitors that are on the market, it is amazingly good. So let's get into this. So starting off, this is the 19-inch self-propelled. So you have your two buttons here at the top, which make it go. You have your lever, which makes the blade go. And you've got your variable speed here at the top. Excuse me. So we have the grass box, which is just a loop handle one, which just sort of slots on here. Now, things I love about this machine are, it's got to be the weight. This thing altogether weighs, without battery, 25 kilos. It's really, really, really nice to be able to get this in and out of the van. I've been using it about a month now, and I haven't actually had to use the ramps. I've just been able to grab it out. You know, you can lift it up one arm quite easily, in fact very easily. It's really, really nice to use. You know, you get in the van, lift it up, out it comes, get it back in the van, and it just works really well. You know, you don't have to get the ramps out, pull it down, put the ramps back in, lock the van. You can just lift it out and back in again. Really, really like that. Really, really like it. And like I say, I've got 5 amp in here, which, I mean, they're not very heavy, but it adds a bit of weight. So next thing I really like about this is storability. Now, obviously I have my van, I put it in, it just stays like this, to be honest. But let's say, for example, you're a homeowner, or you've got a small van, or you just want something compact. This is amazingly good. So for starters, we can shrink the handles just by unclipping and clipping in these clips. Remove the grass box, which is nice and straightforward. The handles, and there you go. Bam, there you go, stored up. Now the beauty of this as well, obviously, is it's not petrol, so you don't have to worry about storing this in, say, a shed or something. You know, you just stand it up like that. You don't have to worry about the petrol or anything like that. Stand it up, store it. It's nice and small, compact, and then, you know, you want to get it out again, bam, just like that. Really, really like that. It's really, really good. I find it's probably the most easiest mower, I think, on the market right now to sort of fold away and store like this. Excuse me. At the moment, I don't think there's really a better option in terms of storing a mower like this. It's really, really good. Now, moving on to the height adjustment. Height adjustment is a single lever which adjusts all 4. Now, another thing I love about this machine, and I absolutely love it, is the height this thing goes up to. It goes up to about 80 millimeters, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It gets a really, really high off the ground. I mean, if you can see there, I'm going to be cutting this grass. This is the longest sort of grass I could find. That I know of, really. So we're going to be doing a bit of a cut test with it. But if you look, this is uncut grass, and that is, it's clear above it. It is clear above it. So yeah, really, really good height adjustment on these. And obviously it goes all the way down to the bottom one. Now, looking online and stuff, I have seen that some people have complained that the bottom notch isn't actually like that close to the ground. I've not actually used it on the bottom, I must admit. I don't think I ever cut any lawn on the bottom. So I don't know why you would actually use it on the bottom, to be honest with you. But if you were to use it on the bottom, I think it gets close enough. I don't really see the issue with it. Personally speaking, that might be different from other people, but personally speaking, I don't really see the issue with it. I think it gets plenty close enough to the ground. But like I say, I never cut it that low anyway. Normally, if I cut a grass, a regular maintenance lawn, it's about that height, which is third notch from the bottom, and that's absolutely fine. Like I say, I don't really see any issue with it, really. So another addition to this mower you can get is this striping kit. Now, I've had a good use of this striping kit. This is all rusty. It needs a good oiling, to be fair. It's a bit stiff, but it's got a really nice weight to it. It's a really, really good roller. It's a heavy lump of metal. This, it's probably 5 to 6 kilos in weight. It's a really good weight, and it just clips in to the underside of the bracket there. I'll show you in a sec, but just clips in to the underneath of the bracket, and it just hooks in with these little hooks. Get a little better view on that. Sorry about the wind noise if it's bad. Slots into these little hooks like that, and it's really, really good system. I think it leaves a really good finish. I will put some pictures up of some gardens I've done with this this EGO. So I say I've had a good use out of it now, and I have taken some pictures of them. So I'll pop them up maybe here so you can have a look. And we'll move on to getting a better shot at getting the roller attachment on the mower. Right then, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can fold the handles all the way forward, pop her up like so, and then all you've got to do is just attach these little hooks here onto the bottom of the bracket like so. And yeah, that's it. That's literally it. Like I say, it's really, really quick and really simple. I don't use it like this personally, because in my job, it's all about speed, it's all about efficiency. So I feel like you'd waste quite a lot of time doing it like that. So the easiest sort of way I found to do it was, to be honest with you, stick a foot in front, bring her all the way up, grab your roller, which is a little bit fiddly, but then slide it on, bring her back. There you go, ready to roll. And as you can see, that stays on there. I haven't had to worry about it falling off or anything like that. It does come with little screws that you can basically screw the roller onto the machine. I'll be honest with you, it's not the greatest. If you were just using it in one flat location and it's your personal garden, you're sticking the roller on, you know it's going to stay on. You don't have to go any bumps, any curbs or anything like that. It's great. But personally for me, lifting it in and out of the van, it is a nuisance, that roller. Basically what happens is, because it's not attached to the actual machine like a rear roller model would be, it sags. The roller basically comes down like that and sags, and it can hit the van, damage the van. It's also very annoying when going up curbs and stuff like that, because you have to then readjust the roller. So personally what I like to do is just take it off and then just put it in the van separately to the mower. It's also better like that because I have some customers that, like I say, they don't always want the stripes. I have got some customers that don't have stripes, they just have it regularly cut, and it's great for that as well. So yeah, really straightforward and really simple, but I do really like the design on this. Like I say, it just hooks on and you're away. And again, coming off straightforward. That's what I mean about it sagging. That's what will happen. But just grab it and lift it off like that, and yeah, you're ready to go. It is a big chunk of weight, this, I must admit. Right, moving on to some of the things I find a bit annoying. There are a few things I find a little bit annoying about this machine, I must admit. It is an all-round very good machine, but it isn't with its downforce. And unfortunately, starting off with the first one, it is the grass box. It is the grass box. Now, it's okay, it's not horrendous, but if you're doing a big garden and you've got a lot of grass to take away, it is annoying. I had one garden that I'd normally do with the Honda, but I wanted to test this out, to be honest. So I did it with this, and it did it great. It did a great job. But the bag is so annoying to unhitch and hitch. For starters, you have this D handle ring, which it's flappy. I don't know why they made it flappy. It's just not great. For example, when you're trying to put this back on, you lift up the box, you've got to slot this thing in, and this handle's just like, it's just not, I don't know, it's not the greatest. To be honest, it's not the greatest. Now, you can get around that. I did find that if you did this, then it was a bit better. It was a little bit better, but again, it's still a bit clunky, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's still a bit clunky. So that would be the first thing I'd say. I don't know, it is a bit annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it is one of those things where you're like, oh, all right, okay. But for small gardens where you don't have to, you know, unbox it and then put it back on, it's all right. It's you know, it's fine, to be honest. Second thing, the second thing for me would actually be the height adjustment. Now, you might be thinking, but you said you like the height adjustment. And it's true, I do like the height adjustment. But how expensive would it have been to put number indicators or even notches on this bit of plastic here? I mean, you know, it's one of those things where it's just, it would have been nice to just know the height. I know it's not technically a commercial mower, but, you know, it's done, everything on it is done so well. I just think it's missing just a few minor details, like, for example, some height indicators on the back here, engraved or stuck on. I mean, it can't cost much to do that, you know. But the max is 80, and I think, can't remember what the minimum is. I think it's about 1 to 2. Probably wrong there, to be honest, but yeah, the max is 80 millimeters. But it'd just be nice to sort of know exactly what you're cutting, really. So that's another niggle I sort of have with this. But apart from that, there's not many. If I'm honest, I've cut it in wet, I've cut it in dry, I've cut it in really wet, and it's all been really good. The collection's really good. It picks up really good. Look, the cut quality isn't as good as, say, a proper commercial mower like my Honda or a Wheat Bang or something like that. It's not going to be the same, obviously not, but it is really good. And to be honest with you, for small to medium gardens, I'm going to this. I'm not going to the Honda, even though it leaves a better finish in my opinion, the Honda. I am going to this. It's light, it's compact, it's so easy to push around. You know, when you're doing it all day and stuff, ducks are going nuts again. When you're doing it all day, fatigue really is a thing. And, you know, pushing around a big 60, 70 kilo mower all day in tight gardens is a big strain. It is a big strain on your body. So this thing has been really good. I've had a good blooming use out of it. It's a bit beaten up. I might not look it, but it is a bit beaten up. It's got a bit of a scrape here and there, but it's been really good. I can't fault it too much. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to sort of do a bit of a demonstration. Right, guys, so that's the Ego going through that rough there without the bag on, and it's just done an amazing job. I mean, this isn't like, you know, what's the word? This isn't easy to go through grass. This is like proper thick, you know, field grass. This is what we're in right now. We're in a field. You know, this is proper thick field grass, you know, and it's just breezed through that. You know, it has just breezed through that. It's done an amazing good job of knocking this down. And you know, for a rough cut on an electric motor, that is not bad. You know, I'll give you a little height comparison here. This is sort of what it was munching through. This sort of length grass. I mean, that's what, like, you know, five inches in places long. You know, so it's done a really good job of eating through this. Really, really impressed with this. So what we're going to do now is I found another little bit of grass, and I'll show you some of the. I'll show you it with the bag on, and I'll also show you it with the roller on as well. Right, so there you go. You've just seen it cut, all sections, no bag, roller. Like I say, the roller wasn't a very good example. It's never been rolled. It's rough, horrible grass, so it wasn't going to roll very well anyway. But there you go. That's what we're looking at. Let's have a look at the cut quality here, because I know cut quality is a big thing with mowers and stuff. So let's have a little look here. Let's get a better angle on this. It's done a really, really nice job. You know, there aren't too many tufts here and there. There are a few here and there, like that one, missed that sort of thing. But you know, this isn't what you're going to come against every day. This is just rough, horrible grass, which you're probably going to come against maybe 2-3 times a month on a new customer or something like that. So I wouldn't worry about the cut quality on this bit too much, because again, it's just horrible grass, and it's just, you know, it's just field grass. But I think it's done an amazing job. You know, it's done a really, really good job. So I'm super happy with it, the cut quality and stuff. I will just show you the sort of difference I'm talking about here, because I did actually I got a bit carried away and I just started going up the bank here. That's a sort of length difference there. It's a decent length, you know. That's probably 6 inches, 5 inches in places, you know, height wise. So it's done a really good job. Before I conclude this, I was just going to have a quick mention about the batteries. I really, really like the batteries on this machine. Obviously, all the batteries fit all the machines. I really, really like that design as well. But let's just have a look here. So we've been running now for about 20 minutes cut time. I did actually start filming over there, but the tripod camera fell over. So we had to move over and find some more grass. So in total, we've probably been cut at about 20 minutes. And not easy grass. You know, this is almost a stress test conditions where, you know, you're brutally chucked it through long, toughy, wet grass. Not ideal. And what's the fuel gauge? 20% we've used. 20% we've used on a 5 ampere battery. That is absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really good. That is really, really good. EGO claim with this, you get about 40 minutes. I think you get way longer than that, personally. I think you'll get way longer than that. But there you go. So to conclude this video, is it worth buying? Absolutely. Absolutely. It is just amazing. It is a great bit of kit, and it will be one of my main mowers going into the 2024 season. The small, medium lawns, absolutely phenomenal. As you've just seen, it will cut thick stuff, no problem. It's a really, really good, really, really nice machine. And for the price of it, I just can't get over the price of it. For the kit of this, I think I paid about 500 quid. That is unbelievable. Now, I have had the chance of using the equivalent in the Honda and the Hater range, and I won't lie, the Hater does give a better cut finish, but it's double the price. The Hater with the kit For the Harrier Pro, it's about £1,000, maybe more. So, and this is half the price, and I got the roller with that included in that price. So it's a no-brainer for me. It's just an absolute machine. I really, really like it. There are some niggly bits that, you know, they're a bit annoying, but you just think, oh well, sort of thing. It is what it is. And as you get more and more used to the machine, I guess you'll find your own ways of dealing with it, I guess. So yeah, to conclude this, love this machine, really worth using. If you've got any other pros and cons, stick them in the comments, let me know. I'd love to hear them. If you own one of these, let me know what you've had experience-wise with this thing. I've only had it a month. So, you know, continuously use and stuff, the more I use it, the more I'll find stuff out with it. But from what I've experienced, absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Get my words out. Hope you enjoyed this video and you found it somewhat educational. If you did, I'd love a like on this one and a comment. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.